Alright, welcome back to Haunting Ground. In the last video, we discovered that Riccardo can now, for whatever reason, turn himself invisible. I don't know what happened there. I guess he was standing there, and then he lost us somehow. I don't know. So, there is something that I just learned recently. A couple videos ago, I said, I wonder what the speedruns of this game look like. So, as I was rendering one of these videos, I just put on a speedrun of this game just to pass the time. And I learned one very nice trick that they use in this part, which made maybe one of my least favorite parts in this game a complete cakewalk now. And it's not even, like, difficult to do. It is an incredibly easy thing that makes Riccardo look like a complete clown, just an utter fool. Like, seriously, I used to dread this part of the game, because it's just so annoying doing it normally. And now I will never ever do it the other way again. Haha. Screw you, Riccardo.
Huey.
We're gonna just grab Huey. We're gonna want to make sure Huey is close to us in this entire part. So, in this section, when you're going up this tower here, as you're ascending the tower, Riccardo is supposed to chase you at certain times. What you want to do to completely remove Riccardo from the situation is run down to this area transition and then run back up, and he's gone. The music's gone, he's gone. This is incredible. I wish that I had known this when I first started playing this game, like, over 10 years ago. Usually you're supposed to just kind of run around him and try and ignore him as you're trying to do what you're doing. Because there's, like, really nowhere to hide in here. So you just kind of have to work around him. From basically here on out in the game, I will no longer be kicking the vases that are on the ground, because at this point they start hiding luminescence inside of them, which is very rude. If I'm being honest, it's very, very rude. And I don't really need any of the other items that they're gonna give me. Like I said, I was able to beat this entire game on this Let's Play by ignoring the crafting mechanic entirely. So once again, Riccardo's supposed to spawn in there, and he's supposed to spawn in here too, down to the area transition, and then go back up. I suppose you could find this by accident if you're just trying to run away from him, but I usually never ran backwards. I usually always ran up, like, in the direction of the thing that I'm supposed to be doing. So, I never discovered it on my own. This is like a complete game changer for me.
No. Come on.
Huey, you've been so good recently. Can you please just follow me? Because if Huey is not, like, directly behind us when we're flipping these switches here, he's gonna get stuck down below, and I really don't feel like going down and getting him again. It's just inconvenient, so... Now, this next area is also rude.
Huey.
Speaking of luminescence being rude. Oh, well, first, we have to be rude to Riccardo real quick. Just run down to the area transition, why don't ya? Seems like a pretty good idea in my book. Absolutely insane. I mean, yeah, he was able to grab me there, but let's just use some chamomile to restore her stamina, and we should be good to go, my brother. Hell yeah, man. What a joke. It just turns him into a complete laughingstock. I cannot get over this. I was so, like, when I saw this in the the speed run, I was like, there's no way I'm going to be able to get that to happen. But you can just do it. It's so easy.
Good boy.
What we want to do here is lure all of these luminescents to one side and then just run around them. This could be annoying because obviously you don't want all of those luminescents touching you at once. You're going to go into like super panic, I assume. Also, if you enter this area transition and then go back down, all those luminescents will be gone. I don't know why this game does this. It makes everything so much easier. I talked about that last time with the baby homunculi. They just disappear once you leave that area. They should always be there. To make the game a little bit more challenging, those luminescents should just stay there. Speaking of making the game more challenging, this was the most hair-pullingly frustrating thing I've ever done. And this was like a build-up for all the good luck I had during this Let's Play with the stalkers. Because during my practice run through this, I got this to happen flawlessly twice. Huey, for whatever reason, just would not sit where he was supposed to sit. He would continuously run back to me for no good reason. So instead of even just like trying to do the puzzle, I'm now waiting for Huey to be like sat there for a good amount of time. So this was a genuine nightmare. I think this was like maybe 3 or 4 minutes of me trying to do this. And every time I was about to throw my controller on the ground. So there we go. We're doing good now. Huey fucked up again somehow. It's okay. Huey, we're gonna do this. So, god damn it, Huey, stop moving. Go over to there, please, for the love of God. Now sit down.
Stay.
This puzzle's, it's in theory not that hard. The thing you really want to make sure of is that you're facing in the direction where you want Huey to go. Like, if I faced the opposite direction right now and told Huey to go, he would not go stand over there. You really just gotta be standing in the right spot. Huey, go, please, be nice. Thank you. Now do not move. What are you doing, Huey? Go, one more time, and we got this, buddy. Oh, thank God. That was seriously, I'm not kidding, harder than the final boss. So now we can make it to the top of the tower, which would probably be a pretty good idea, right?
Good boy.
Even though, honestly, I don't think Huey was a very good boy there. We're going to want to praise him. But he will make it up for us in this next section. Because he is about to be a fantastic boy, I would say.
Come on.
Hubert. Out of the two Hueys that we've seen in games that I've played, he is definitely the more pleasant one. Him and Huey from Metal Gear Solid, not a good Huey. He's not representing his namesake very well. So over here, what we want to do first is kick down this wall in our bare feet, by the way. I just want to point that out. That for the rest of this game, Fiona is going to be... her feet are going to be bare. So we picked up a wooden miniature in one of those little storm drains or whatever they were. Place it here, easiest puzzle maybe in the entire world.
Why must you defy me? Why do you run? Let me into your womb!
Look, fellas, just a word of advice, that is not a good pickup line. Women do not want to hear that. So, there's a hole in the wall over here. Send Huey in there directly, like instantly send him over there. And then go back to where we solved the... I hesitate to call it a puzzle, but... Head over here, wait for Riccardo to get in front of it, and there you go, boss battle over. Easiest boss in the game.
Oh. No.
Eat shit, Riccardo. So there you go, that's for probably being the most obnoxious stalker in the game. Very, very easy boss battle. I was gonna say, Debilitas, I fucked up at one point and went into panic. Daniela, I had that one part where I thought I was done, but I wasn't. Riccardo went very smoothly. The final boss can be annoying, and we'll see how well or unwell it goes next time. This game is very nice. There's almost always a save right before a boss battle. So I wouldn't really say that this game is unfair. I feel like this Let's Play is almost making this game look a little too easy. It's not that easy, but it's also not that hard. I would say this is probably a very good game to be able to just jump into. I think anyone could probably jump into this game and not really have a problem.
Come on.
Huey, come on, bud. The only problem jumping into this game is that you can't, because it's $200 on eBay. Sure would be nice if Capcom re-released this.
Huey. Good
boy, Huey, come on now. We're gonna descend this entire damn tower. So we do actually have to hit those levers there. And again, we want Huey to be on the side that we're on. Otherwise, he's gonna get stuck. And we don't want that to happen. I assume that there's probably a point close to this point in the game where they would warp Huey back to you. But I don't want to be wrong about that and have to, like, go back for him. That would just be a huge waste of time. You know what? I'm recording this in August. All of Haunting Ground has been done in August. Like, very early August. I would love to have this happen where, like, I record all of this, and then by the time these videos come out, like, there has been an announcement of, like, HD Haunting Ground. It's coming to PS5, folks. I would love to have that happen, but it's probably not going to. So, much like the ending of Lost, we're just gonna walk out into that. So let's just take a look at Riccardo here. He is not in unnatural positions, he's just standing there. He's just kind of like laying there. That's not unnatural at all. But yeah, Riccardo is dead.
Huey.
This part looks gorgeous still. I keep saying how good this game looks. The water itself doesn't look fantastic, but it's the lighting, the reflection off the water. It's what you do with the water, you know, not exactly the actual water itself. So that's very nice looking. Such a damn good looking game. So we are now in the final part of this game. There is not much long after this. We're going to want to refresh ourselves. Just freshen up, why not? And then save and call it a day. Because we are going to enter into the end game in the next video. So I'm going to go ahead and see you in the next video.